talking about music theory, the first thing to recognise is that you know the first part of it. The first part, I think, well, let me qualify this. I'm not a music teacher, I'm not a music theory teacher, I sometimes teach guitar, but there are a load of things that I've picked up over my time playing and my time studying, I suppose, and I'll just sort of regurgitate those in no particular order. The first one is that in Western music, right, there are different traditions of music all around the world, and of course we are part of the Western tradition. Mozart, Metallica, Sepultura, Beethoven, they're all part of the Western music tradition, and we all work on 8 notes. These are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then back to A again. Octave. 8 is octave. And this is the musical scale. Now, you see it starts at C here. This is the classic representation of a piano keyboard. And we're going to talk about how this relates to the guitar in a minute. But this is the classic representation of a piano keyboard. It goes from C to C for a reason that I'll explain later on this keyboard anyway. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C is an octave, 8 notes, okay? And that's the same on a trumpet, a saxophone, a guitar, a piano, an organ, whatever, in the Western tradition. In the Far East they have microtones. If you think of Indian classical music with the sitar, they break each tone up into microtones. We do that in some parts of Western music as well. In Western music we borrow from lots of different cultures. Excuse me. But first off, recognise that in Western music we use an 8-note scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, or if you like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now these notes don't mean anything. A G isn't any better than a B or an F. They are just representations of tones. Because it starts on a C here, it doesn't make C any better than any other letter or any more relevant. Every note is just as relevant as every other one, and you can start playing the tonic, you can start playing from any place and finish on any place. So the first 8 letters of the alphabet, you'll notice that there are the white notes on the bottom of the piano keyboard and there are the black notes on top. Now we have, let's take the C major scale, the big bang of music. If you take a C going to a D, you'll notice there's a C sharp in between. That's C, C sharp D, D sharp E, F, F sharp G. Now, to remember these notes, if you've seen The Sound of Music, you'll know the song, Do, a deer, a female deer. They were singing that song to learn the major scale. That's the whole point of them singing that song in the film. So that's the first thing, the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And in a moment we're going to talk about accidentals, we're going to talk about sharps and flats.